It's possible the giants could still be alive. What's up guys, in this video we are going to discuss if some giants could still be alive in their own realm in a secret fortress called Utgard. When Kratos and Atreus arrived in Jotunheim, they were met with a sea of bodies. Giants' corpses littered the ground after they escaped from Midgard. Now it's unclear what exactly caused the death of these giants because Thor couldn't access Jotun, but I think they could still be alive. First, I'll tell you the tale of Utgard by diving into the real Norse mythology. Thor and Loki were traveling to Jotunheim, heading west. It was a long journey, but they were traveling using Thor's goats, which pulled their sled across the sky. As night approached, Thor decided they need to find some shelter and rest. They headed to a nearby farm where they met a kid named Thialfi. Thialfi can run faster than any mortal ever has. Thialfi's family told the gods they had little food. Upset, Thor killed his 2 goats and skinned them and shared the goat's meat. Thor told them do not touch the bones. Loki, being the trickster god that he is, convinces the kid if he wanted to grow strong like Thor, he must suck the marrow from one of the bones, which the boy did. In the morning, Thor resurrected the goats and saw one of them was limping. In a rage, Thor threatened to destroy the entire farm for them breaking a bone of one of the goats. However, to make up for it, the kid offered to be Thor's servant, which Thor accepted. The party of 3 continued their journey into Jotunheim on foot. On the way, they encountered a mighty giant named Skymir. Skymir was as tall as a mountain. Skymir told the 3 of them he will take them to Utgard, his home. On the way, Skymir had taken their things into his enormous bag, which they couldn't open, and Skymir didn't give them their food at night, for he was sound asleep. Angered by this, Thor used his hammer and struck 3 mighty blows to the giant, which the giant brushed off as a leaf falling on his head. In the morning, they arrived in Utgard, where giants drank, fought, and had a great time. Loki said this is where he came from. There they met the king of the giants. The king wanted to test the strength of the 3. First was Loki. Loki said he could eat faster than anybody, which was true. So the king had him face off with a giant named Logi in an eating contest. Both had to eat opposite ends of an animal to see who can get to the other end first. Once started, Loki ate fast, faster than he's ever eaten before, but Logi met him in the middle of the table. Loki didn't eat the bones, which Logi did, and that made him the winner. Loki has never seen something eat so fast, including bones, and he was actually depressed over this loss. Next was Thialfi. He could run faster than any mortal. His opponent was named Hugi, which he had to race. Once they started, Hugi beat him easily. However, refusing to give up, Thialfi asked for another race. Once started, the kid ran fast. His heart beating, it felt as he became wind itself. But Logi finished the race before the kid had even reached the middle. Requesting one more race, this kid ran with incredible speed. No one in the world could run like him, and he ran faster and faster. He ran faster than any person had ever run fast before. But sadly, the giant finished again before the kid reached the middle. Thor was the final challenger, now them suffering 2 losses. But Thor was Thor. He couldn't be beat at anything. First, a drinking match. Thor was to finish a drain from the drinking horn. The king said they all did it at least on their 3rd try. Thor drank and drank. On and on he drank. It was very, very salty. However, even though he drank well, he couldn't drain it even after 3 tries. Next, he was asked to lift a cat. Thor lifted with all of his power, but he can only manage to lift a single paw. Finally, they made him wrestle an old giant. At first, Thor was doing very well, but eventually she made him kneel. Defeated and humble, the 3 spent the night in a depressed mood. They did not take this loss well. In the morning, they learned why they lost. The king met them outside of the fortress as they were leaving, admitting they've all been tricked and they were all very powerful. First, he said Skymir was an illusion all along, and it was actually himself. First, he started to talk about Loki's eating contest. Loki's eating contest was incredible for the giants to watch, for Loki's opponent had been Loki, who was fire incarnate. Loki had an eating contest against fire itself and came close to winning. The fire simply burned through the bones and meat. The kid ran against Hugi, however Hugi was thought itself, and you can always think faster than you can move. No matter how fast you ran, you cannot outrun your own thoughts. And Thor, according to the king, pulled off miracles. The drink he tried to drain was actually drawing from the ocean itself. That's why it was so salty. The king said if Thor had tried again for a fourth time, the ocean might have been gone. The cat he was attempting to lift was actually the world serpent, and vibrations could be felt all around the world as Thor lifted the cat's paw. And last but not least, the woman he wrestled against, the old giant, was actually old age itself. The more you wrestled, the more your body became weak, thus making you eventually lose, because no matter how hard you try, old age catches up to us all. However, Thor almost won against old age itself. The king instantly felt threatened. After he told the three the way they've been tricked, he told them for as long as they live, they will never see Utgard again, for they are all too powerful and he must protect his fortress. Hearing this, Thor lunged at the king, trying to land a killing blow, but as soon as he was about to make contact, the king, the fortress, vanished. All life surrounding them, all life that was behind the walls of the fortress, everything just vanished without a trace. That was the tale of Utgard. Utgard and God of War could still be out there, which would make sense why Atreus couldn't feel any life around. This mighty fortress in the tale had hundreds, if not thousands of giants in it. I'll be making a separate video talking about this theory more, but I pass the question off to you. What do you guys think? Is there a chance we can see Utgard in God of War? And could this be a secret place that the giants have been hiding in? I'm gonna be out of here. Thank you guys for listening. Deuces.